Hello there, my name's Dan. I'm the CEO and founder of Property Searches Direct. So, when should you get involved with searches? It's a bit of a minefield and something that's usually been left to the domain of the conveyancer at some point during a transaction already proceeding. However, some of that information you might want to have a little bit sooner. For that reason, we developed the Hazard Checker, which is a free to use environmental impact checker that you can use on our website. Put in the postcode of the property you might be interested in, and it'll highlight to you possible environmental impact challenges, whether it be flood, ground stability, radon, energy and infrastructure like solar panels or wind farms and the like. So a whole range of hazards can be highlighted from that free to use hazard checker. Now, what that will enable you to do as a would-be viewer of a property is to ask pertinent questions of the estate agent or the owner of the property. Have you flooded? What experience of flooding have you had? Has the property ever had any structural movement? And so on. So you're asking targeted questions that actually the answers can't be avoided. So many times people go into the purchase of a property with blind faith that things will be highlighted to them. And very simply put, that is not the case. It is on you to find out a lot of that information. So it's Property Searches Direct. We've tried to make access to those sorts of bits of information as easy and, in the first instance, free as possible. Of course, once you know there are hazards, if you're looking at taking the purchase of a property quite seriously, you might want to understand the level of risk you might be taking when it comes to flooding. In which case you can go and buy the environmental reports from our platform. So the EnviroSearch Residential is a fantastic environmental report from Landmark. It has one of the largest data sets that there are in environmental reporting, but the nice thing is that report includes a full flood report within it. So of course, not only will it highlight the fact that flood may be an issue, but it'll also completely answer all the questions that you may have in that regard. Have a look on our site, or indeed in the app if that's where you are, and get some further information about what the EnviroSearch Residential can provide you. The nice thing about that report is it's usually delivered within about 2 or 3 hours. So it's a very, very quick solution to getting answers to you. When you wish to proceed with the purchase of a property, we're very keen that you don't just wade in and start to buy your local authority searches and your drainage and water reports and the like. The reason for that is local searches have a shelf life. And by that, the lender's handbook, if indeed you are buying with a mortgage, the lender's handbook would suggest to the majority of lenders that a search is only valid for 3 months from the point at which it was produced. So not from the point of order, but from the point at which it was actually completed and released. And it needs to be no more than 3 months old at the point of exchange and no more than 6 months old at the point of completion. So you need to be quite mindful of the time at which you go and place your search order. Excuse me. Lots of conveyancers will wait until such time as they have a contract on file. Sometimes there's a massive delay getting the contract in from the seller's side. So you as a buyer can be sat waiting for several weeks until such time as a contract comes in. So although there's this expectation that a conveyancer can just get on with the purchase, the reality is they're invariably sat there twiddling their thumbs waiting for a contract to come in from the other side. So just be mindful of that. That also has an effect on the fact that there will be delay in the conveyancing process. And as such, ordering your local authority search right at the start before a contract comes in could spell a challenge, because if there's a delay with the contract coming in and work can't get done on the contract quickly enough, your search may expire. So worth just sitting tight. For that reason, we've made some bespoke search packs available on our website. So what you can do is order the environmental report at the point at which you're deciding to buy the property. It'll answer those environmental impact questions about ground stability and the like, how flooding and what have you. The nice thing about this is you can then make decisions as to what sort of survey you might want to have. If ground stability or instability is an issue in the area, then of course you may want to upgrade your survey from a simple valuation to a home buyer's and actually ask the surveyor to start looking for potential historic movement in the property so that you're aware, because of course that can have a massive impact on how much you're going to pay for insurance, as with flooding as well. But our pack that we have available is a top-up pack. So if you've ordered the environmental report right at the start and you're happy to proceed with your purchase, and then the contract comes in and you're wanting to get your local authority search and your drainage and water underway, then of course a top-up pack contains a number of products but excludes the environmental report. Bundles of products in our website, of course, apply discounts. So if you buy a single product, you effectively pay the full value of that product. If we start to put 4 or 5 or more products together, then of course those bundles we have are discounted, so they offer better value for money. So do keep an eye out for that. So take away from this, if you're out viewing property, look at the hazard checker and really understand the environmental impact on the property that you are looking to buy, and that'll raise some questions for you to take up with the owner or the estate agent. If you're going to proceed with the purchase, you may want to buy the environmental report, like the EnviroSearch Residential, and have those answers available to you to see whether that derails your wish to carry on with that purchase, or whether you're happy to carry on. And then, of course, once your contract's in, you can then engage with your local authority search by buying the top-up pack. Why come to us for your local search? Quite simply, we're avoiding delays. Because you're coming to us directly and you're getting funds straight through to us and we're placing the order with all the suppliers, there is no delay. With a conveyancer, they can't start spending your money until such time as they've taken it through the IDAML process, until they've taken funds on account, until they're open to ledger, until they've got your permission to spend your money, and so on and so on. So of course, by coming direct, the order's getting in straight away. Any applications into the local authority can be done immediately, and of course you're getting in the queues far sooner. So it's a way in which you can take control and start to participate in helping to expedite your purchase transaction, and to be fair, be seen as a committed purchaser and give the people you're buying from some increased confidence that you're a proceedable buyer and you're quite committed to the transaction. I feel like I've rambled quite a bit on this little video, but that's a nice little oversight as to what we do. Do subscribe or keep an eye on videos that are coming up on the site, and I'll be talking about other products and bits and pieces that we have available that may be of interest to you in due course. Thanks for listening. Catch up soon.